the stake money on offer. And one stable that has a two-pronged attack on this year's Great Northern Hurdles or TV Guide Hurdles is the Horton Rogerson stable at Tuhikarami. I'm joined by co-trainer Keith Horton. You've got both Lord Zorito and Prince Alibi in the race, Keith. It'd be great to see the old fellow Lord Zorito do it today.
Yeah, it would be, George. He's been here and done it before, and he doesn't know how old he is, so I'm hoping.
There's been a lot of talk about the fact that he is rising 13, but you know, he still retains all that zest of his younger days.
Well, he showed that 2 starts back, George, and I feel he's as good now as what he was when he won it, and he's had a trouble-free run except for the Waikato Hurdles, and I don't know whether it was his fault or Timsy, so hope everything goes all right today.
Now, he's obviously the sentimental favourite from the stable.
Oh, yeah, he is for sure, yeah.
Mentioned this morning that he's been there in the stable longer than some of the people that have worked for you.
I think I'm about the only one that's been there longer than him.
So it'd be great to see him win today. Prince Alibi, your other runner, how do you rate his chances?
Prince Alibi, he won a good race at a couple of starts back at Waikato. He's still only a maidener, but of course he was an open handicapper, and I just think he's lost a bit of it on the flat. But if he can keep going, which I think he will, the distance and the heavy ground shouldn't worry him, George.
So Lord Zorito, the tip from the stable?
I think so, and but I wouldn't be surprised if the other horse got up and beat him.
Okay, good luck, Keith, and hopefully it's a fairy tale result.
Thanks, George.
Keith Horton, the co-trainer of both Lord Zorito and, of course, Prince Alibi. Well, we've only 3 minutes to go to the start in the TV Guide Hurdles. Let's head round to the start now with the compliments of our DB Draft Racing Service and have a look at some of the favourite contenders for the $50,000 feature event. It's over 4,190 metres, 14 flights of hurdles on the journey. And the favourite is number 1, Mighty Good Fun, from Alvin Clark stable at Takanini. And Paul Hillis says the mount, of course, the combination were successful last time out. That was in the Dunstan Waikato Hurdles and won it very, very impressively indeed. Mighty Good Fun, $3.80 and $1.85. Second favourite is number 2, Lord Zorito, and Lord Zorito to be ridden by Peter Timms. So we head round to the start now. There is Mighty Good Fun in the brown colours with the orange cross sashes, and there is an element of doubt over whether or not the ground will be too heavy for the favourite today, but this manner in which he scored his last 2 wins have been very, very impressive indeed, and he'll give punters a good sight, the favourite, number 1, Mighty Good Fun. Mighty Good Fun about to link in. We're not too far away from the start. Paul Hillis chasing another win in the TV Guide Hurdles. Lord Zorito, as I mentioned, is number 2. There's Prince Alibi, number 10. There's Lord Zorito there. Grand old campaigner making his 105th race day appearance today. He's won 18 races. 13 times was he placed second, and he has 9 thirds to his credit as well. He's won over $250,000 in stakes money. He's the sentimental favourite, Lord Zorito, and a previous winner of the event. There's number 4, I'm Victor, from the Frank and Sean Ritchie stable at Takanini. Tim Wheeler has the mount today, and I'm Victor at $6.80 and $2.20. And a definite chance too. I'm Victor always goes an honest race, and I'm sure I'm Victor will be there when the whips are cracking. There's number 6, King's Table. We saw earlier today the John Wheeler stable win the first race, and Brett Scott was the rider on that occasion, and they team up again in today's feature. There's Prince Alibi, number 10. It's going in, so we're set to go. The TV Guide Hurdle race of 1995. As I'm Victor, the last one to come into line. $50,000 event. Compliments of Radio Pacific. Here's LB Gaines' call.
Quizmaster, that stands well. Lord Zorito, Mighty Good Fun. Drawn 4 places from the outside. Starter has the button. They're racing in the TV Guide Hurdle race of 95. And a good even dispatch too. And Lord Zorito, one of the first to show out from Black Ice and Neil's Hope. Out wide of the King's Table, Prince Alibi, Mighty Good Fun. As they draw towards the first fence on the journey, the first of 14 up and over, the whole field make it. Goliath is dropping out last. Stablemates getting back Bay Willem. And with it, Salazar. Running to the second now, and the leader is Neil's Hope just from King's Table. On the outside to Prince Alibi, a nice strong jump, followed down on the inside, Black Ice running to the judge now with 3,800 metres to go. Lord Zorito getting up on the inside of Quizmaster, who had to be restrained at that point, followed by Mighty Good Fun. Running past the judge, there followed Salazar, then Sir Gaelic, I'm Victor. Bay Willem is second to last in the TV Guide hurdle race, and Goliath is last of all. About 12 to 13 first to last. Not a lot of pace on up front, and Niels Hope the leader by 2 lengths. King's Table's working to a nice slot on the inside. A length and a half then to Black Ice, followed by Prince Alibi on the outside of Lord Zorito. Quizmaster now on the outside of Salazar. I'm Victor's broken down, so an early sensation in the race, and I'm Victor has broken down and is out of the contest. Into the back they go now, and with about 3,350 metres to run, the leader is Niels Hope. A length and a half to Black Ice, 2 lengths away Quizmaster. They draw to the next. Up and over they go, followed by King's Table on the rail. Lord Zorito, Prince Alibi, then we've got Salazar. Mighty Good Fun the favourite as they go down towards the next fence on the journey. Mighty Good Fun followed by Sir Gaelic, second to last Bay Willem, and Goliath is on the outside. So running down the far side now with about just under 3,000 to go, and the leader is Niels Hope going to the fence. Up and over, nice big strong leap, 2.5 to Black Ice. Quizmaster 3/4 on its outer, about 4 lengths away to King's Table, followed Lord Zorito, then Prince Alibi and Salazar. Mighty Good Fun 4 lengths away then to Sir Gaelic on the outside. A length away is Bay Willem, and 2 lengths to Goliath. So they work off the back now, and the leader in the TV Guide hurdle races, the grey Niels Hope, drawn towards the next fence. He stood off and put in a magnificent leap. He's 4 lengths clear to Quizmaster, 5 away Black Ice, and 3 back Lord Zorito's travelling well enough. On the inside, King's Table, then Prince Alibi, Salazar, Mighty Good Fun. The top weight and favourite about 12 off them, followed 2.5 to 3 away then by Sir Gaelic. On the inside is Goliath, and on the outside as they run towards the bend now is Bay Willem. So around the turn they come now with about 2,300 metres to go in the TV Guide hurdle race of 95, and Niels Hope under a big hold. It led Lord Zorito's travelling nicely from Quizmaster at the first in the straight the second time, and they're over it. There followed Prince Alibi, centre track from King's Table, down the rail Black Ice, then Mighty Good Fun's handy enough, followed by Goliath as they draw towards the next fence. In behind them Sir Gaelic, and last of all is Bay Willem. So running to the judge with just over 1,900 metres to go, and the leader is Niels Hope. Niels Hope 3 lengths clear to Quizmaster, a half on the outside. Lord Zorito's doing pace work for Tim's. A length back then to King's Table from Prince Alibi, 2.5 then to Mighty Good Fun on the outside. On the inside rail now is Black Ice, says Bay Willem making ground from stablemate Salazar. They're followed by Goliath, and Sir Gaelic is last of all. So they'll have to go round past the fallen runner, and it's Niels Hope showing the way now, being guided by the clerk of the course. They got through on the inside, in fact. So the leader, Niels Hope, by a half to Lord Zorito, 1.5 then to Quizmaster. Into the back they swing. They're followed on the outside by King's Table. Mighty Good Fun and Prince Alibi together opened up 6 lengths now on Bay Willem. At the next fence he tipped the top, Niels Hope, but he's over safely. 3 to 4 lengths Lord Zorito, followed by Quizmaster. Prince Alibi started to make its move. As they move to the next fence, ridden into it, Niels Hope a much better jump. He's 3 lengths clear now in the TV Guide hurdle race. At the 1,200, Quizmaster is second, and neck on the outside, Lord Zorito. 1.5 to King's Table, followed Mighty Good Fun. On the outside, Prince Alibi. At the next, the leaders go over it. Mighty Good Fun, Prince Alibi, followed Goliath. Then we've got Salazar. Bay Willem further back to the others, can't win barring accidents. Black Ice and Sir Gaelic. Off the back, 850 metres to go, and Niels Hope slipped the cutter on Lord Zorito by 5. 4 lengths away then. Mighty Good Fun is rapidly coming into it. Quizmaster followed behind them by Goliath. At the next, and Niels Hope over. 6 lengths clear to Lord Zorito, 3.5 to 4 away. Then Mighty Good Fun. Paul Hill is working on this runner, and he's already scored in 2 TV Guide hurdle races. Further back then we've got Goliath, Quizmaster, Salazar, Prince Alibi can't win. In behind them the others are beaten off, and that is Bay Willem and King's Table. Round the turn they come. They have 2 fences to go. This is the TV Guide hurdle race of 95, and Niels Hope on its girth soon after Lord Zorito, who swept past them in a flash. They're followed 4 lengths away then by Mighty Good Fun and Goliath. At the second to last, Lord Zorito. Niels Hope tipped the top, and he's out of the contest. Mighty Good Fun has raced into second. Further back, Goliath and Salazar. 200 metres to go. Lord Zorito clear of Mighty Good Fun at the last. Lord Zorito over nicely. 3 lengths to Mighty Good Fun. 5 lengths away, Goliath and Salazar. Lord Zorito's in front. He won this event in 1992. Repeated dose here today in 95. Lord Zorito and Peter Timms, a TV Guide hurdle race of 95. 6 lengths, Mighty Good Fun. Sun second. 4 lengths away, Goliath is third, followed by Salazar. Bay Willem, Prince Alibi, Quizmaster, King's Table, Black Ice and Sir Gaelic. And the fallen runner was Neil's Hope at the second to last. And the rider appears to be okay.
The sentimental favourite for the event, number 2, Lord Zorito, in the hands of Peter Timms. He has carried the day in the TV Guide hurdle race for 1995. He won the race 3 years ago. He's rising, 13 years old, Lord Zorito, as he comes towards the last. And Peter Timms and Lord Zorito jumped it nicely. They were clear by 5 lengths from Mighty Good Fun, the other favourite runner for the event, who tried very, very hard to try and pick it up. But these two were well clear of the opposition, as I'm joined down here in the birdcage by obviously a very excited co-trainer in Keith Horton. Keith, congratulations, and fairy tales do come true.
Yeah, it was, George. No, terrific. I'm glad for everyone concerned, the whole stable.
And of course, he's a sentimental favourite. He's a favourite with the stable runners, and the crowd really gave him a great ovation when he went to the post.
Yeah, no, great to see, George. People love to come to see horses like that, and we've got one, so no, very happy.
Good on you,
Thanks,
mate.
George.
Keith Horton, co-trainer of Lord Zorito, the winner, and a comprehensive winner of the TV Guide hurdles for 1995. And Peter Timms, well, I think he would have Lord Zorito back in his good books, especially after parting company from the horse at his last start in the Dunstan Waikato hurdles. But no doubt about it, today the super glue worked, Pete. Lord Zorito, number 2, the 12-year-old chestnut gelding by Samazan out of Nepal, is owned by Ms. H. Foster, Mrs. L. Horton, G.C. McRae and Graham Rogerson, who of course co-trains the horse with Keith Horton at Tuhi Karamia. And Peter Timms, the successful rider, the old firm, back in winning action here at Ellerslie today. So judges' call just coming through, and we understand that the time of 5:24.74 is the slowest time ever for the 4,190 metre journey of the TV Guide hurdles. So that doesn't really matter though, does it? Lord Zorito, the winner, and has paid $3.90 and $1.90. One Mighty Good Fun second at $1.70, and number 3 Goliath got third. Good run from him too. The Mark Olahan trained from Woodville. Paul Goss, the rider, $4.80 to place. Quinella 1 and 2, $6.15. The 2-1-3 trifecta, $163.40. That race completed the TAB treble. 9 Lalacia, 7 Money for Nothing, and 2 Lord Zorito has paid $46.80. The sub in the second leg, number 9 Sirius, and in the third leg, number 2 Lord Zorito, who is about to return to scale after the running of the feature on the first day of the DB Draft Winter Carnival. Magnificent effort too by Lord Zorito. He was much handier than usual today. He just bided his time, trailing back in about 4th or 5th position. We had the sad sight of I'm Victor breaking down badly on the first lap. The horses had to go past I'm Victor, do fear for the safety of the horse. And also Neil's Hope, who went a huge race until the second to last, which brought down his demise when falling at the second to last for Eddie Lamb. But Peter Timms, a delighted Peter Timms, and connections of Lord Zorito, the winners of the TV Guide hurdles for 1995. And Pete Timms about to salute the judge. Congratulations to the team. We'll catch up with Pete when we come back here to Ellerslie. In the meantime, though, we leave Ellerslie and let's head back to Ashburton for the next on the card there with Rion Murtha.
Thank you, George. What a fabulous horse he is. He's got courage and stamina as great as his age, and it's great to see him win Lord Zorito. He never gives up, that horse. Wonderful to see him win that TV Guide hurdles again. Well, we're back at Ashburton. We've got a 3,200 metre trotters events. This is the Superstock Feeds Handicap Trot over the ultimate distance of the 3,200 metres from the stand right down here, halfway down the straight. That's where they start, and it's just over 2 laps of the track. There's the favourite for the race, Captain Castleton. Odds of $5.05 and $2.25. He starts from 40 metres back, so he's got to race 3,200 metres and 40 added on to that for his handicap, but he's a capable horse of doing it. Jim Ferguson, the trainer and owner of this horse, he's not the owner, he's just the trainer, but nevertheless very confident last night at our Track Talk program that the 40 metres is not going to worry him too much. He said he won a trial 40 metres behind at 2,000 metres last week, so he's quite optimistic that he'll be able to handle this. There they go, and the field away from the 3,200 metres. Trotters underway. Colas Pride stepped out well on the inside, and Dellen Rodney's made a good beginning today. Followed out wider on the track, going up to join them. Folkestone and challenge for the lead. Kiwi Tours followed them out. Ripper's Splash getting along the running rail, and Dazzle Me going up and around them wide on the track. Breaking up in front was Dellen Rodney. After the first 5 or 6, we've got Easy Dollar and Star Provider. Eden's Wonder next, followed through by Holmes Angel. About 3 lengths away, then they were followed through by Tornice. Followed through by the favourite Captain Castle and Half Day. Dellen Rodney still breaking, and Michelangelo's done the same. I think it might have gone into a pace. They race for the bend out of the straight, and Dazzle Me's reached the lead for Murray Butt. It's followed by Folkestone, and joining it Kiwi Tour. Back behind them on the inside, Ripper's Splash and Cola Pride the outer. A length and a half further back on the outside now to Star Provider. Easy Dollar next to it in the red with the black and white hooped sleeves, followed by Tornice going up on the inside of it. Eden's Wonder in the pink and grey was followed about 2 lengths further away by Holmes Angel. Favourite Captain Castle and trotting through on the inside, and a length and a half to Half Day, and then there's a gap of 6 or 7 lengths back to well back Dellen Rodney, and further back to Michelangelo, which has got going, but 100 metres at least from the leader. Heading down the back straight, 2,300 to go, and Dazzle Me with its tail flying in front, out by about 2 lengths now. In the trail, Folkestone as they race out of the back straight. They were followed half a length away in third spot by Cola's Pride. It's followed by Ripper's Splash and Kiwi Tour. Round the outside, Star Provider. Easy Dollars got into the centre. Tornice up against the rail. They were followed through by Eden's Wonder. Moving around those is Half Day. It's tracked up by Holmes Angel. 2 lengths away to Captain Castleton, and 2 back to Dellen Rodney, and 60 or 80 metres further away to Michelangelo. Round the turn into the straight they come now, and the trotters they line up for the run down the straight. They've still got 1,800 metres to travel, and Dazzle Me's the leader. Murray Butt looking around to the right now just to make sure he knows where the field is stacked, and as they come through the straight, getting to the halfway mark, he's 2 lengths in front of Folkestone. Star Provider, and moving forward is Half Day. They were followed deep on the inside by Ripper's Splash in the blue with the red sleeves. Down through the straight they come, and over on the outside now Holmes Angel getting closer. Then came Cola's Pride. It's lost its place a bit. Up on the inside of it, Tornice. About 2 lengths further back to Kiwi Tour. Easy Dollar, Eden's Wonder. Captain Castleton still a dozen lengths from the leader, and Dellen Rodney on the back of Captain Castleton, and 30 metres away to Michelangelo. They head for the bend out of the straight now. Dazzle Me in front by about 2 lengths. Running in the trailers, Folkestone sitting parked as Half Day, nicely placed on the outside as they race into the back. Or Half Day is actually back fourth now, up in front of it and going, and the horse that went ahead was Holmes Angel. It's followed deep on the inside now as they travel into the back by Ripper's Splash with Star Provider. Tornice was next. Next on the outside was Cola's Pride. On the inside of it, Easy Dollar, then Kiwi Tour. Captain Castleton still seems to be full of running, tightly held, but just not progressing at the moment. Eden's Wonder back in the inner, and Dellen Rodney. They've raced inside the 900 metres, down towards the 800 now. Dazzle Me in front. Now Murray Butt, is he getting anxious? He's looking around a few times. Right beside it, Holmes Angel. In the trail, Folkestone's been going an ice race. Half Day is next, then Ripper's Splash. They were followed up on the outside by Cola's Pride making its move. Easy Dollar and Star Provider. Kiwi Tour is 4 wide. Tornice, Captain Castleton starting to go now. Eden's Wonder, and then Dellen Rodney, a bunch field, 600 to go. Dazzle Me by 2 in front now. Just hanging a little bit outside as Holmes Angel. Going to that on the outside is Cola's Pride. Flat to the boards is Folkestone on the inside, and coming around them wider on the track is Kiwi Tour and Captain Castle, and becoming prominent but wide as they come up towards the turn. 300 metres to go. Half Day gallop. They're in the straight, and Dazzle Me swings for home. Dazzle Me in front. In the middle of the track is Kiwi Tour. Wider out Captain Castle, a bit far away, and Dellen Rodney's trotted a mighty race. Breaking up in behind them, 1 and Half Day still breaking, but Kiwi Tour's reached the lead. Cola's Pride's trying to drive through. Dellen Rodney, Captain Castle, and Eden's Wonder coming down the outside. It's Kiwi Tour in front for Frank Bebbington at the moment, and the local trainer's going to get home with Kiwi Tour. And Kiwi Tour gets home as they cross the line, driven by Andrew McPherson. Then over on the outside, Eden's Wonder. Did Captain Castleton hold third, or Dellen Rodney get home to beat it with Cola's Pride on the inside of the pair? They were followed about 3 lengths further back by Star Provider. Dazzle Me didn't see it to the finish. Half Day was next, Holmes Angel, Tornice, and they were followed further back in the running by Folkestone. Then Easy Dollar, well back Ripper's Splash, and Michelangelo was last to go by. Well, Frank Bebbington, who's had this promising horse for a long time and looked a great 4-year-old, but for the last couple of years just hasn't done a lot. Andrew McPherson getting the best out of it here, about 50 metres out. Eden's Wonder putting in a late charge down the outside. Captain Castle in the inside and Dellen Rodney the other. And as they came to the winning post, it was Kiwi Tour in front. Eden's Wonder gaining on it at every stride, and it looks as though Dellen Rodney may just pip the favourite out of third money. Yes, Dellen Rodney's got up. That was a good run from Dellen Rodney. He broke in the middle stages of the race and lost a mile of ground and did well to get that far or that close. So young Andrew McPherson, he hasn't driven a lot of winners, but they seem coming in dribs and drabs, and this will be another notch to his driving belt, I suppose. So we'll watch Andrew bring Kiwi Tour back at the head of the field and head north to ARA at Whanganui.
Thanks very much, Rion. Let's have a look at the market for race 8 here at Whanganui. The Taylor Preston, 12,000. One is out. Number 2, Running John at 620 and 170. 3, Try Peter, 605 and 205. Number 4, Valentine Girl at 265 and 125. 5, Provincial King at 14 and 330. Number 6 is Miralini. Tony Allen at 10.90 and 325. 7, Sonia Henny at 12 and 325. 8, Au Revoir, 5.50 and 180. And 9, Mary Elizabeth at 9.50 and $2.40. The positive fact is that event begins at 3:10. On the track, number 3, Try Peter, has had 6 runs for 2 wins. Number 8, Au Revoir, 1 for 1. And at the distance, number 4, Valentine Girl, 9 runs for 5 wins and 3 placings, and the track star Valentine Girl is ready for a big fresh up run. She's won 2 recent trials and her work has been excellent. We're going now to Australia to have a replay of race number 1, the Qantas Handicap over 2,200 metres.
Inside the first to come out, Trista King began a little bit awkwardly. Comitatus are out, Fox and Gold Sovereign. Here comes the leader, St Alban, whizzing over from the outside, and Bay Tram's going up. They sort themselves out at the 1900. St Alban goes to the lead. Comitatus is racing second. Long Tan third on the inside. Are out, Fox and Bay Tram out very wide. Now Trista King's got into a lovely position. He's 6th on the inside, a length the Gold Sovereign, Mr. Enforcer a bit deep, and Sports Kingdom on the rail. Then Del Coronado on the inside of Grass Valley. He's over in a good spot, went off the fence, 2 to Rare and Brave. Then came Rembimbui on the inside of Maxim. Mapley Stars a mile back from Coaster Fair, Brilliant Poet. And then Grace Serenity on the inside of Double Glaze, and last is Silent March, 20 lengths from the leader, which is St Alban at the 1400 metres. 3 parts are out, Fox. Comitatus third, Long Tan fourth on the rail, a length away, Bay Tram 5th in the middle. Trista King 6th the inside, Mr. Enforcer travels 3 deep. A length the Gold Sovereign outside, Sports Kingdom, and 2 to Del Coronado on the inside of Grass Valley. A similar margin, Rare and Brave on the inside of Brilliant Poet, and Double Glaze going up 3 wide. A length and a half the Coaster Fair on the outside of Maxim, followed by Silent March. G. Mapley Stars a mile back with a 61, it's third last, followed by Rembimbui, and Grace Serenity whips them in. Down the side, 800 out from the judge. St Alban a halfs are out, Fox. A length and a half the Long Tans at a nice cover on the inside of Comitatus and Bay Tram. Trista King still smothered away, 6th on the inside of Mr. Enforcer, then Gold Sovereign. They're followed then by Sports Kingdom racing through on the inside of Double Glaze, followed by Brilliant Poet. Grass Valley's going through and between runners, followed by Rare and Brave, Silent March, and Mapley Stars a mile back. Into the straight, the leader Comitatus 4 away from the fence, went up the tackle, Bay Tram. They're followed by Trista King, pulled to the outside, then Sir Out Fox, Gold Sovereign, and here's Brilliant Poet coming from a long way back. Dipman cut loose on Trista King at the 250. It went up to take the lead. Bay Tram on the fence, and Brilliant Poet the outside. Brilliant Poet, Trista King and Bay Tram. But on the outside, Brilliant Poet's just in front. Bay Tram and Trista King. The 3 of them are coming to the line. Bay Tram on the fence, a nose, I think. Bay Tram on the fence, a nose. Trista King and a nose, Brilliant Poet. Close up, Double Glaze and Grass Valley, followed by Long Tan, Del Coronado. And then came Comitatus, followed then by Rembimbui. Then came Mapley Star, St Alban, Sports Kingdom, followed by Maxim, Rare and Brave, Gold Sovereign, Silent March. Gee, there's got to be a few more. Here's a couple. Coaster Fair, Grace Serenity, Mr. Enforcer, and Sir Out Fox's tail right off.
Well, courtesy of Qantas, what a grandstand finish. It looked as if perhaps number 11, Bay Tram, ridden by Len Hill, may have taken it in a close photo from Trista King and Mick Dittman. The full brother to Gooners Lane and Sovereign Red may make do with second, and number 19, Brilliant Poet, the New Zealander, had trained by John Wheeler, may run third. Noses everywhere. Number 2 here has taken out race 8 from Ashburton. That's Kiwi Tour at $32.60 and $7.90. 14 Edens won to second at $4.40. 3 Dylan Rodney third at $3.80. The 2 and 14 Quinella $223.70. The 2.14 3 Trifecta $9,378.05. Race number 1 from Australia was taken out, I think, by number 11 Bay Tram at $5.90 and $2.85. Len Hill was the rider. Number 16, Trista King, has run second for Dittman at $2.25, and number 19, Brilliant Poet, ran third, the Wheeler runner, at $7.90. The 11.16 Quinella $22.75. The 11.16.19 Trifecta $751.75.
And welcome back to Wanganui as we head in towards the sprint for the day, joined by Lisa Liley, owner trainer of the favourite Valentine Girl. And Lisa, she's pretty impressive, isn't she, for her last campaign?
Yeah, she's a very nice mare, impressive mare.
Track conditions today, now they've been upgraded to soft. Does that suit her better than the heavy track?
That's really her forte, is the soft track. She's unbeaten on a soft track. It wouldn't have bothered me if the track had been heavy, but it suits me to have it soft.
She's won 4 of her 7 left-handed. Is it her preferential way of going?
Yes, well, her early education was down South Island. Of course, you just don't race right-handed there, except for one meeting a year. So left-handed is the way she's been taught to run.
Okay, she's been a bit of a find through that last campaign. Now, we've seen on the trials program she's been pretty prominent in recent trial meetings.
Yeah, she's had the 2 trials, just easy trials, but she has won them both and very impressive under a hold.
Right, Lizzie, you're expecting her to go a big race. Is she tuned up, ready for this, or is she going to improve a bit?
Well, she is ready to win if things go her way today. I mean, it is a very strong field for an open class field this time of the year. I'm very impressed with the field, but yes, I hope that she can win. All right,
travelled down here, done everything right?
Oh yes, well, she travels brilliantly.
Okay, and long term for her, safely through today, what are you looking at?
Foxridge Plate, Auckland Thoroughbred Breeders' Stakes and Melbourne.
All right, Lisa, all the very best with Valentine Girl. She's the public elite. Let's hope she does the job for you.
Thank you, Tony.
Lisa Liley joining us here, and she owns and trains the favourite Valentine Girl, who's going to be awfully hard to roll. Let's go round to the start now with our DB Draft Racing Service. We'll take a look at Valentine Girl, check out her condition before they load away.
And with our DB Draft Racing Service, as we saw with Johnny Hayes, riding the horse down to the start, her condition is superb. As to Johnny Hayes, super fit jockey down here to do the job on Valentine Girl. She has been very impressive throughout her limited career to date, and Valentine Girl, you only have to have a look at the form line, 214, 334. She's hardly ever out of the money, and she's another horse who continues the wonderful innings enjoyed by her sire Zephyr Race. As Lisa said, she hasn't raced since the 29th of October, but she did win a recent trial at Tiara, Tony, so that's going to help the horse, no doubt.
Yeah, 2 trial wins from 2 attempts getting ready for this, and no doubt the Valentine Girl is the deserving favourite for this and awfully hard to handle. I guess the question mark is Wanganui, whether she'll cope here or not. This is number 9, Mary Elizabeth, Teresa McDonald to do the riding at 11:10, 2:55, trained by Bob and Alan Sharrock. And this mare's got enough ability as well to surprise Alexander.
Yes, good to see Teresa McDonald ride a winner the other day. She's only just recently returned to the saddle after 18 odd months or 2 years away. And her fiance Ross Elliott, of course, associated with Rough Habit, who runs today in the hands of Shane Scrive in Australia. But Ross Elliott is the stropper for Rough Habit. A bit of a letdown for him today, Tony.
Indeed, but this horse we're looking at now is number 2, Running John. It's by Indian All Right of Blue Monarch, trained by Brett Crozier. They're at New Plymouth, and today to be ridden by Brian Hibbard. And the horse last time out ran 8th of 9 at Waikato. Prior to that was a good second behind Spanking, and he's proven himself here at Wanganui. 3 starts, a winner to placing, $7.20, $1.90. Well, a horse that's won 9 races, that probably be good odds.
Yes, Tony. He's been in the money 26 times out of 46 times to the races. That's in New Zealand, so he's always relied upon for a good effort. Number 3, Tripeda, we're having a look at. Noel Harris's mount. He's fresh up. We've seen in the past where he's perhaps needed a run or two. He did run